Please make sure that you sign in. Please make sure that you sign in. We need to make sure we have a quorum, and we only know by signing in. Has everybody that's in here voted? If you are in here and you haven't voted, shame on you. Go outside and get a ballot and vote. Why come to a meeting if you're not going to vote? Come on in, have a seat. Wow, it's like high holy days around here. This is great. What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. Come on, didn't you get it? What do you call a fish with no eyes? Fish. With no eye? Fish. No, I'm not shushing you. I was just telling a joke. So Jesus and Moses and this really old guy are on the go golfing together. And Moses says, "I'll go first." No, sorry, Jesus, of course. Jesus says, "I'll go first." So Jesus goes back, pow, hits a great drive right into the water. Except just as the water is supposed to, just as it hits the water, it stops and stands right on top of the water. Jesus, of course, goes right up to the water, clicks it right onto the grass. Moses says, "Great shot, Jesus, great shot." Moses gets up, great drive, right into the water. Moses walks up to the water, does one of these. The water parts, right on the green. Jesus says, "Great shot, Moses." Then the old guy gets up to do his shot. Right into the water, except just as the ball is about to hit the water, a fish jumps out, grabs it in its mouth, and as the fish grabs it in its mouth, a pelican comes flying by, grabs the fish in its mouth, goes and shoots the fish out of its mouth, spits it right onto the green, and as the fish is flying onto the green, the ball pops out of its mouth and goes right into the hole. At which point Jesus turns around and says, "Great shot, Dad." Ba-dum-bum. Psh. Heard that from a minister friend of mine. I liked it.
Well, we do. I'm saying by the people in the room. I know. I'm very happy to.
Before our president gets speaking, can everybody turn to the person next to you and give them a pat on the back? Everybody turn to the person next to you and give them a pat on the back. We have a great quorum. This is really great. Stan, give him a pat on the back. No, that's just wonderful.
All right. Anybody that knows me knows I am big on time. It is exactly 11:30, so I'm going to call the meeting to order. Okay, I want to welcome everyone here. Thank you for coming out. I'm glad it's not raining, so I'll hold it up more. I'm glad everyone came. I want to make sure really quick and introduce, or at least say who the board members are currently, and ask them just to stand up, wave, and sit down. Julie Rockland, who is out trying to make sure, there she is at the door, is our first vice president. Michelle Kolsky is our second vice president. She is a grandchild graduating today. Two, sorry. Okay. Naomi Berman is our secretary. Janet Kreisman is our treasurer. Okay, the following are our trustees. We trust them. Barbara Adler, Barry Hartman. Everybody look at Barry because he's kind of the unknown person. Wayne O'Mell, Bob Fries, Carol DeWitt, Joe Sweat, Rachel Etheridge, Tommy Williams. Also on the board are Emily Rockland, standing at the door, as religious school chair, and Joan Brand for Sunday school. For sisterhood. Sorry, sisterhood. All right, at this point, I'm handing the microphone, or Rabbi's giving his microphone to Naomi so that she can go through the minutes from our 2023. Oh, I'm sorry. We do have to pray first. I need all the prayers I can get.
Yeah, I'm not standing up here because I look pretty. Mishaberach Avotenu V'Imotenu, God of our fathers and our mothers, bless us and this holy congregation as we continue to grow and grow and grow into the organization that we want to be and can be. May our governors, may our board members be governed by your wisdom, and may the decisions that we make as a congregation allow us to grow and grow and grow even more in our future. Amen.
All right, now Naomi will go over the minutes from a year ago of our last annual meeting.
Meeting was called to order by President Kay Fleischicker at 11 o'clock. This is June 11th of 2023. It was determined that a quorum was present. Kay introduced the current officers and board and incoming members, Rachel Etheridge and Joe Switt, pending the acceptance of the slate. Rochelle Brauman and Bill Fox were appointed to count the ballots. The minutes of the 2022 meeting were read by Naomi Berman, secretary, who also asked if there was anyone present who had not already voted. Is there anyone present today who has not already voted? Okay, very good, thank you. There were none last year. Larry Singer moved, second by Diane Turkin, to accept the minutes as read. Motion passed unanimously. The State of the Temple address was filed with the secretary, and Kay presented a detailed overview of the last year. The following committees gave reports of purpose, progress, and needs. Fundraising, Julie Rockland. On July 2nd was the second annual Stone Creek Glee Club Patriotic Concert, and it was a donations welcomed event. September 10th, Dee Collier will be presenting Women of the Bible. Membership, Carol DeWitt. Purpose is to recruit and retain. We are -6 members, but there is a constant influx of new members, with 2 being presented at the next board meeting. Currently, we have 128 member units. She introduced members of the committee, but stressed that each of us and all of us are ambassadors. Susan Jarish reported on education, that adult ed is under Herb Katz and is included under the Education Committee. Tot Shabbat has been expanded to Family Shabbat, which is the 3rd Friday of every month while school is in session. So we've had, this week was the last one for this year. Emily Rockland is principal of the religious school. She has introduced a new curriculum, and they need volunteers for Sunday school. Security, Michelle Colsley said, please donate to fund the monies for the deputies. She formed a monitoring team that monitors the cameras during every service. The filming is recorded and can be viewed at a later time. Bob Levinson and his wife Grace have donated two-way radios. Active shooter training has been held in August and May. Katie Rockland, a registered nurse, gave instruction in CPR and AED. These will be repeated. In the case of a health emergency, first check to see if there is a doctor present or Rachel Etheridge, who has been a nurse. They are working through an application to DHS for funds for security. An experienced grant writer is needed. We will be marking the drive-through and curve for emergency vehicles only, no parking. Michael Brody pointed out the diabetic emergency supplies that are on the shelves in the sanctuary. Diana Lawrence reported on the caring committee. They have had 16 calls in 4 months that were routed through the president. 4 of these were non-members. They are there to provide information and referrals for rehab, assisted living, nursing homes, to arrange transportation, and there is a need for volunteer drivers, and they provide meals and visitors. Janet Kreisman reported on finance. The budget is finalized. There are shortfalls. Due and holiday pledges need to be paid in the fiscal year, which runs July 1st through June 30th, in which they are due. There are currently $60,000 in receivables. The capital fund is now payable in 3 years. Our costs are approximately $25,000 per month. You can pay online at jewishocala.com. Our website can make donations or pay dues and the capital fund. Amy suggested that this be put in the bulletin. Rachel asked about the portal. The answer was not user-friendly, can be used but difficult and takes a long time. Yearbook also needs to be paid. Please call if special arrangements are needed. OTOLS Endowment, Wayne O'Mell reported that he is working with Bob Freeze. The goal is $8.5 million. They are investigating grants. They will be doing electronic fundraising. 3 to 4% of the principal of the endowment can be used to pay rent. Betsy Brody reported on Interfaith. We provide the dinner the first Wednesday of every month year-round to the Interfaith Shelter. We are covered through September of 2023. Please volunteer for October 2023 through July 2024. Questions. Dale Berman asked if there was a temple endowment. Answer, no, we have other funds. Betsy Brody asked if the alumni membership is being given up. About the affiliate. Answer, there will no longer be an affiliate membership. Homelessness. And we need sponsors for Oneg Shabbats. As the counting of the ballots had completed, Ted Shred meeting with results to the congregation at 12:15. Fully submitted, Naomi, Secretary. Note, the results of the voting are as follows. The slate of officers and trustees passed. All the amendments to the bylaw, Section 4, were approved, and the with the Secretary. Is there a
Any
motion?
questions or
Questions?
to the minutes of last?
Have a motion to accept.
Barbara Adler and Rachel, and anybody opposed? Abstentions? Okay, minutes are accepted as read. Thank you, Naomi. The slate of laws, everyone I think has voted. I'm going to Fields, which one? We're going to go out, and either if somebody in the classroom, you may have to go in the office, the music room. Okay, you can in the lobby, wherever you find a corner to vote. Okay, I appreciate it. The thing we counted was to make sure we have enough votes, and it do. All right, I'm supposed to give a quick overview of the state of the temple. talk about what has been done this year. First, we have survived our in this building, okay? And on that note, successful space with the church. Worked out anytime there's an issue, whether it's one of our holidays or events or one of theirs, we worked it out. So that's what to do is show interfaith. Religious school. Okay, remember we moved in 2 years ago, we had like 7 kids. We now have children. Adult education, both with the rabbi. It's wonderful. Last year, one of the goals was we can start a choir. We now have a choir. We made it. So it's something, I want to show you all what we had 100. It was a huge success. New Temple members. I don't have a count of New Temple members this year. We've had a wonderful second year with Rabbi Box. And because credit, our services are so well attended. When I go to different meetings via Zoom, they cannot believe we have as many people, as small as come every Friday night to see how many of you came to this annual meeting. So that's on you. Thank you very much. Break the Fast has become a huge success. Sukkot was also big. Lots of people, theme here where people are coming. Announcements and letter appear, not only are you getting them early, but it looks like you all are reading them because I get corrected. You know, if something's wrong, somebody is reading them. We have multiple active committees. You're going to meet them in just minutes. We had our second annual show and tea, over 200 people. Yes. We are live streaming, as in right streaming, and per the bylaw last year, somebody may, I think there's one person I know of is going to vote via streaming today. We've had a bar mitzvah. You know, we have a sheriff every Friday night because the board activated the security assessment. I know, but it's made us all safer. We've had active shooter training again this year. It was different from last year.